Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt. We're here at Buchholz Nursery, which is our wholesale division, and I wanted to talk about some of our favorite yellow conifers in the garden. Now, Tim and I are going to be going around, we're going to be highlighting some of our all-time favorite yellows. There's some outstanding yellows showing out right now in the garden. Guys, check out this Pinus contorta Chief Joseph. Now, this thing is incredible here in the Buchholz garden. This is an Oregon native. It was found in the Wallow Mountains, then put into production. Absolutely cool plant to be growing. I love when this one lights up in that winter garden. Now this one's gonna work zones 5 through 8. Some people have actually trialed it into zone 4 and it has been cold hardy. Now in that zone 8 in the south, you gotta be a little careful. This one doesn't love a ton of humidity, but man, that needle color, that yellow is like unparalleled. We're actually here in the blue garden and Chief Joseph is stealing the show in that blue garden. Love this plant, guys. Let's go around and check out some of our favorite yellows in the garden today. All right, y'all, another Chief Joseph in the landscape here at Buchholz. There's a few more though, let's go check them out. Check out this pair of Chief Josephs here in the Buchholz garden. These are outstanding.
Guys, we got another yellow conifer. We got Picea Abies Gold Drift.
This is an outstanding Norway spruce, guys. When this one gets some sun, everywhere that's getting the sun lights up with that dramatic yellow. You've seen this tree before from our walkthrough, from our website. That's actually one of the main photos we use on Mr. Maple when we're talking about this cultivar. Absolutely outstanding specimen here. And this is a great plant, zones 2 through 8. You got to watch out for it in a little bit more of those humid zones, especially in heavy sun, but an outstanding plant that really brings that golden hues, especially in the early spring.
I love it because of its extremely pendulous nature. You see it's just super cascading, almost like Ryusin for many of your maple lovers. It was a selection found by our good friend Bob Fincham. And oddly enough, he found this as a sport growing on a plant, and he thought that it may have been caused by something like weed killer, the actual mutation that caused this golden mutation. And this golden mutation has brought us all the lineage of all of Robert Fincham's new dwarf golden spruces like Goldfinch. I mean, this is such a cool, amazing plant. Stake it up, let it cascade down, and make this bold statement out there in the landscape, adding that great yellow color.
Outstanding plant. It's easy to see why this one was the 2013 Conifer of the Year with the American Conifer Society. Shout out to the Conifer Society members. If you're finding this channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Let's go check out some more yellows in this landscape.
Guys, I'm standing right here beside Abies Koreana Aria. This is a golden Korean fir. Oddly enough, during this time of the year, it's actually more of a dull yellow-green. During the spring and summer, the colors will intensify up on Abies Koreana Aria to become even brighter out here in the landscape. Being an Abies Koreana selection, we can do cool things like graft this thing to Abies firma and push it to hotter zones. It's good zones 5 through 8. If you graft it onto a Abies firma, you can really push it further in that zone 8 category and higher heat settings, and the roots will tolerate more of those high heat and higher humidity situations. This is such a cool little conifer. It gets this globose shape to it. It ended up getting about 3 to 4 feet in height, by about 4 to 5 foot in width in 10 years, creating just a fun conifer out there in the garden.
All right, y'all, this one isn't in the ground, but we had to stop in at this Paabs Dandelion. This is another great yellow introduction by our friend Bob Fincham.
Look at that. Ain't that just a dandy? Dandelion was a controlled cross by Robert Fincham from Gold Drift and Acrocona. So we just checked out Gold Drift a little bit ago. Guys, this one stays denser, compact, much slower growing. We're talking 3 to 4 foot in width in 10 years. It has a strong pendulous habit. It makes an excellent small little dwarf conifer for your garden.
This one's gonna work zones 2 through 8, and much like Skylands and Gold Drift, where this one gets the sunlight, it's gonna be the most yellow on it.
Let's go check out some more yellow conifers.
All right, y'all, let's check out another amazing yellow here in the landscape.
Guys, we're with Calicedrus decurrens Barama Gold.
Absolutely love this plant. It's gonna work zone 6 through 9. It is an outstanding incense cedar. I love the yellow hues this one brings. It actually originates from Australia, from Barama Nursery, and it's just an outstanding yellow. There's a massive specimen here of this. Normally 6 foot in 10 years. I can't even guess. I'll have to ask Talon how big this specimen here is here at Buchholz Nursery. Outstanding size. I love this kind of sweet smell that that evergreen smell you get from Inant Cedars.
I've seen this thing, the highlighter yellow you see right now, to being almost a blonde yellow.
You know, the conifers that are yellow right now really are the spark of this season. We're in February when we're filming this. The maples haven't quite leafed out yet. There's a lot of evergreens going on in the garden, but the yellow pieces right now in the garden really draw the eye in. They're that flash of color. They really own this part of the season, especially here in Buchholz Gardens.
I've seen this thing being from this highlighter yellow to being a blonde yellow, just depending on the season. I mean, this is one of the most outstanding, most colorful Inant Cedars. And being an Inant Cedar, it does have that very cedar-like smell. If you grab the foliage, you break it up, or if you're in the plant a lot, you're gonna come away smelling like a cedar. It's got that really nice smell to it.
Love it. Let's check out some more yellows here in the garden.
Guys, I'm Tim. I'm standing here with Pinus Mugo Karstens, often known as Karstens Winter Gold. Oh, this is not Karstens. Now that's a Karstens Winter Gold. This is a dwarf Mugo pine, and this thing is more green during the spring and the summer, but as the winter approaches, the actual needles turn to a golden color, so you get a unique winter interest out of Karstens Winter Gold. It lights up another landscape. You see this gorgeous, gorgeous blue angel behind me, contrasting so well here with this Pinus Mugo Karstens. Karstens Winter Gold, to me, it's one of the best winter gold pines of any of the selections. It stays dense and compact, typically reaching 3 to 4 feet in height by 5 foot in width in 10 years, making an excellent addition to the landscape. Fits in a lot of smaller spaces, but doesn't take a lot of vertical space in that. Get some nice width. So if you're looking to have a nice yellow color that's on that shorter side, look no further than Pinus Mugo Karstens Winter Gold. This selection was found by Edwin Karstens in Germany in the 1980s. And to me, it's a rock star among pines, especially those that give you that additional. I mean, we're always talking about an evergreen when we're talking about a pine, but we're talking about one that actually changes colors and intensifies during those winter months. This one here, it's just a showstopper you need in your garden.
All right, y'all, check out this golden spreader. This one's been staked up a little bit. It's a little less spreader and a little more upright, but it makes a cool shape when you do that. And I absolutely love the yellow it's bringing right now.
Normally this is a tree that would be 3 foot in height by 5 foot in width in 10 years. By taking up that central leader, they've created a more narrow tree out here in the garden. But you see it's forming a fun little skirt down here towards the bottom. This Nordman fir, give it some sunlight. If you put it in too much shade, you won't get all this yellow color on the needles. It's an excellent zones 5 through 8 Paabs Dandelion, and such a fun fir for out there in the garden.
All right, y'all, it's raining us out. It's time to cut this video off. But if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that like button like you're Mario, hitting the penny in penny heaven, especially if you like golden yellow conifers.
Take care.
God bless you.
And have a great day.